Okay, now let's see the images formed on a concave mirror. When drawing the ray diagrams, we mark the mirror line like this. So it is easy to draw the diagram. We consider this is the mirror. Okay, children. Question number 8, position A. The object distance is less than the focal point. That is very closer to the mirror. Okay, now we keep our object. This is our object. Okay, bottom of the object is placed along the principal axis because to identify the image, the bottom and the top is important. Always the rays from the bottom is along the principal axis. So it is perpendicular rays. So it reflects back along the principal axis. So always the position of the image also along the principal axis. To identify this top, the same point reflecting rays should be meet. Mark it. Okay. Now you draw the reflecting ray and check with me. Have you finished? What happened to this parallel ray? It reflects through the focal point. So, keep your ruler on the focal point and the incident point. This is the first reflecting ray. Okay. The second ray should be taken from the same point. Remember that. The same point. Assume that is coming from the C. Then keep the ruler C and the same point. This ray is coming from the object. So start from the object. This is a ray from the C. It reflect back and pass through the same path. So it passed through the C. It came from C, passed through C. Second reflecting ray. Now observe these two reflecting rays. Are they meeting really? No, they are diverging. So, where is the position of this image? We have to extend these two reflecting rays as to intersect. Okay, now keep your ruler along the first reflecting ray. The extending line should be dotted. Okay. Now keep the ruler along the second reflecting ray. Now extend. Yeah, this is the point. The extending rays intersect. So we can identify the top of the image at this position. And Where is the bottom? The bottom is along the principal axis. So, ray from the bottom reflect along the same path. So, this is the bottom of the image. This is our image. This is our object. Now, we can describe this image. Okay, start to describe. Where is the image? Is it in front of the mirror or behind the mirror? It is behind the mirror. Can we take this image onto a screen? Cannot. Are these two reflecting rays really intersect? No, virtually intersect. So, this is an image virtual. Is it erect or inverted? That is erect. The size of the image? Larger than the object. Okay, now we can describe the image. So children, in question number 9 you have given a table. There you have to fill the table according to this ray diagram. Okay, now let's see the second image. 2. In question number 8, the B part, the object is on the focal point. Have you drawn the parallel ray? Mark it. Okay, now you draw the reflecting ray. You know, how does this parallel ray reflect? Draw and check with me. It goes through the focal point. Keep your ruler on the focal point and the point of incident. Then draw the line. This is the reflecting path. Okay, the first ray is done. The second ray from the same point. We assume this is a ray coming from the center of curvature. So keep the ruler on the C and the same point, the ray coming from the object. So start from the object. We mark the instant ray. Now, how does this reflect? This is from the center, that is along the perpendicular line. The ray is on the normal. So, the ray reflects back along the same path. So, mark back. Draw the reflecting ray. Same path. Now, observe the reflecting rays. These two reflecting rays are parallel. Do they meet really? No. So, we cannot assume the distance of the image. We say that is infinity, very, very far. It will be a large image, very large image. Can you say, is it an erect image or inverted? It will be an inverted image. Why? The ray from the top goes downwards. So it will be an inverted, very large infinity object. Sorry, infinity image. Okay. Now draw the third diagram. Okay. Now we are going to keep our object between the focal point and the center of curvature. So let's start the ray diagram. We take the first ray parallel. Pass through the focal point. Okay, now you draw the second ray from the same point. From the C. Reflect back the same path. Now where is the position of the image? This is two rays from the same point, top of the object. So the reflecting rays really intersect. So we can identify the top, down, head, down. Now, where is the position of the bottom? The bottom is along the principal axis. The third ray from the bottom along the principal axis. It turned back along the same path. So, the bottom along the principal axis. So, our image will be like this. Now, describe about the image. If we keep a screen on this position, the image will fall on the screen. These two reflecting rays are really meeting. Okay? The image position is in front of the mirror. Real, inverted, large. Okay? Now, let's do the next diagram. Now, our object is at C. Now, where is the image? Top. Now the bottom along the principal axis. Here is the bottom. This is our image. Now you describe the features of image. In front of the mirror, inverted axis or at the same position, same size. Okay, go to the next. Okay, now our object is beyond C. Let's see the image. Now, the second ray from the same point through C. Where is the image? Now, the ray from the bottom. So this is the bottom. Now, find out the position of image here. Describe the features. Position between F and C. Before the mirror. Inverted. Smaller. Real. Okay. Now go to the last. Okay. Now where is the object? We don't know the object position. The rays coming from far are parallel to the principal axis. So, we can draw diagrams. If we assume the rays coming from the top of the object, all the rays are above the principal axis, we draw some other parallel lines. All the parallel lines incident on the mirror reflect and pass through the focal point. So, we can get clear image but inverted real image. Okay, now let's see the reflection and the images on a convex mirror.